Hello and welcome to the world of Matthias. Today I'm going to show you this guitar. Now this is a brand that I have been curious of for a long time now. As you know, I'm into budget guitars and good budget guitars, and this one is actually a Maestro. So this one is made by Gibson, as you can see here on the crossrod cover, and I think that this is the cheapest model of what Gibson are producing. What you can see and what I really like is that it has the open book headstock here, but on the back it has a bolt-on neck, and it's just a thin slap body, and it just have one pickup here, and also this wraparound bridge here. It appears to be a maple neck, and this one has a joint here, but no joint down here. So this is a two-piece neck. It has no wings on the back of the headstock as the real Gibsons does. This guitar is in an awful state. It's got rust, it's got dust all over. It's grease and grime here on the fretboard. You can see here on headstock full of dust. It's missing its pick guard. It should be a pick guard here. You can see the screw holes. So it's missing that. There is no serial number on these guitars. Yeah, let's head over to the workbench and check this guitar out. So as usual, let's start by taking off the strings. And this is the tailpiece. It's very dirty, and this is what it looks like from behind. But you can intonate it with using these screws here. So this is a very basic type of a guitar. I don't expect to find anything fancy on it, but you never know. So let's just dive right into the pickup and see what we got there. And this is the pickup that they are using. It says ROHS, and then it says this product complies with the ROHS directive. That is what that sticker says. Then it's just a L, 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 and 3L in a circle here. So it doesn't tell us much what it is, but we can measure it. It comes out to 12.1. Now, Maestro by Gibson is sort of a entry-level guitar. It's the first guitar that you get when you start playing, and those guitars are pretty important because one, they have to be cheap, and two, they have to be as good so the player that are using them wants to continue playing. So let's look inside this, and as you can see, there are some small pots and there are green pill capacitors, and yeah, that's what you could expect from a guitar made in China. So now we know what the electronics looks like. Let's just clean this guitar up and put it together and see how it sounds. Now, I'm a sucker for the headstock shape that Gibsons are using, so I really appreciate that they are using that same shape on their really cheap guitars. Now, this is no doubt a poly finish, so I'm using just a regular cleaning compound, which I can use in the kitchen and wherever, and that will work good. Not on the fretboard though, but on the body, that's okay. Now, for you who knows me, already figured out that I'm probably going to refinish this guitar, so I'm not at all worried about any scratches or so. But I want it clean before I do anything, so let's just make it clean. It's just nice to get it a little clean before you use it. I bought this guitar really cheap on eBay. I think I paid about $70 with freight. So yeah, it was not an expensive guitar, so I'm not going to rate this as I rate a little bit more expensive guitars. But yeah, so it was really cheap. So let's just clean up the fretboard as well, using my favorite method, some lemon oil and a toothbrush. Maybe this fretboard is that dirty that I have to use some Scotch-Brite. I think I will do that. Look at all that grime. Let's just polish up the frets before I do the final cleaning. So let's take another pass with the lemon oil and the toothbrush. So now it's clean, relatively clean. So what do you say? Should we put on some strings? Try it out? So what do I think about this guitar so far? Well, I think it's a pretty great guitar for that kind of money. As I said before, I really love the Gibson headstock. That was a big thing that got me into the Chibson guitars. Because I really don't like the Epiphone guitars. And I mean, Epiphones, they are great guitars. They really are great guitars. But the headstock on the Epiphones, well, they just look horrible in my eyes. I'm glad that they are doing some new runs on the Epiphones with the Gibson headstock. But those guitars tend to be quite expensive, and if I'm going to put that much money into guitar, I'd rather just buy another Gibson. I'm going to come back to you on this guitar. I think I'm going to do a little project. And that was all for today, so I hope you enjoyed this little video that I made, and I hope to see you in the next one. So until that time, bye bye.